So it's been just about a month since the remote raid invites have decreased in the quantity available for us, and they have also increased the price. So what has that done to the revenue of Pokemon Go? Let's check it out. Getting right into it, we have a great article from NintendoLife.com because it says, believe it or not, Pokemon Go has been around for almost 7 years now. Wow, that's crazy. So on July, I think it was 5th. If anybody knows when Pokemon Go came out, let me know in the comments below. I know I'm probably going to get bashed for this. I think it's July 7th. I'm going to go with July 7th. 7/7 or 7/6. I don't know. It's one of those dates. July 2016, almost a full year before the Switch. It seemed inevitable then that interest in the app would eventually wean off, right? So I think that, we've kind of come and go in surges of Pokemon Go. When COVID happened, everything kind of spiked up. We have the remote raids. People drop off. They increase the distance of the stops, decrease the distance. People drop off. They increase it again. People come back. It's kind of like this give and take, but nothing will ever top how popular it was when it first came out, which is understandable because it was very unique, very cool, but unfortunately the glitches got the best of this game. Well, it seems that the time may be upon us according to mobilegames.biz. Thanks to VGC, I'm not really sure what that is. Pokemon Go's monthly earnings for April 2023 were significantly lower than that of March, which itself was a poor month compared to February. The app brought in a total of 34.7 million during April, 42.8 during March, and 58 million in February, meaning the drop over the course of 2 months is a rather severe 40%. So in the matter of 2 months, this game has dropped a 40%. So the game was already on a slight decline, but then all of a sudden, as soon as the remote raid pass restrictions went into play and the pass price increased, boom, their revenue dropped. So that is not really a good thing for Pokemon Go. So let's keep reading here. While 34.7 million is still a significant amount of cash, while April 2023 marks the lowest earnings period for the game since February of 2018. The reasoning behind the drop might also be due in part to the widespread negative reception to developer Niantic's decision to increase the price of remote raid passes, which came into effect at the start of April. Not only did they increase the price of the remote raid passes, they also limited the amount of raid passes that you could do to 5 per day. So obviously most of the people watching this video are probably not a big fan of this decision, but we should still continue on here and make sure that we discover everything that's going on. The decision caused the phrase "Hear Us Niantic" to trend on social media once again because it did happen at first when the stop distance to be able to spin it interact with stops was decreased. If you guys want to check that video out way long time ago, you can check it out over here and see how many people we were able to get trending on Twitter. It was a really good time to be able to make some waves on socials. The players band together to denounce the price increase, which many deemed to be harmful to the trainers with disabilities, which we've already talked about quite significantly. Nevertheless, Niantic doubled down on its decision, stating that it was necessary for the long-term health of the overall game, which is something that they have definitely put out and stuck to that right there. So the game has had its lowest month in 5 years since February 2018, and we are now a little bit past February of 2023, which marks 5 years and 3 months, and we are reporting these revenues. So let's just talk about this real quick, and I'm going to leave you guys with this video because we do have Cleaver Raid Day today, or maybe some of you guys have already done it, but I'm excited about getting a shiny, participating on a few local raids, and then going on with my day. So Pokemon Go has made this decision. However, they have not really addressed anything as far as the Hear Us movement. They have not updated us on anything as far as increasing the passes, except for Cleaver Raid Day, which is why this is a perfect combination right now, because when the remote raid passes were updated, they mentioned that during certain events, certain situations, that they may consider doing this situation. So right here, right now is the first time that they're going to do it. However, I would expect, or at least I would encourage highly of Niantic to decrease the price of remote raid passes for this day because people want to get the Cleaver. And so at the same time, while I do think that having communities out in the local aspect is very beneficial to this game, it's one of my favorite parts of the game in Pokemon Go. I used to grind Community Day in cars because you can get more things. I used to raid in cars quite frequently. I used to do a lot of remote raid passes, and then I really, for myself personally, realized that I enjoyed being in person more. However, at the same time, obviously you guys do know this, that I'm in support of having infinite remote raid passes as well as having not as high of prices for these remote raid passes because I think it's quite significantly irrelevant. I don't think it really does anything that's important, and I also think at the same time, like, why even do this? What's the point of having all this done in Pokemon Go? And overall, I have given many great suggestions to get people out to play Pokemon Go, and at the same time, I think those suggestions suggestions, or at least giving the game a little bit of thought beforehand and saying, hey, let's try this ease first, then let's try this first, and then here's the next step, and the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And then if all those things don't happen, and we absolutely must get people outside to align with our mission, then we go to the limitation of the raid passes and increasing the prices, but not the first step as the most extreme. That's pretty out of bounds for me. But let's continue on in one more article, and then we'll finish and wrap up this video. So Pokemon Go seems to be a bit of a decline as the game's revenue is down to its lowest point in 5 years. Mobile Gamer reports that obviously the title earned 34.7, which is the lowest month since 2018. In April, the title ranked number 12 on the worldwide top grossing games chart. Honor of Kings, Genshin Impact, Candy Crush, PUBG, and Roblox rounded out the top 5. Pokemon Go hasn't been without its controversy as of late. Last month, Niantic decided to increase the price of remote raid passes, and we're only able to use 5 remote raids per day. The company said at the time the changes were necessary for the long-term health of the game, and we do not make it lightly. So potentially being in the top 5 to definitely in the top 10 to going outside of the top 10, dropping revenues 40% in 2 months is quite significant. And obviously, you know, I think Niantic might see this. Not only that, it's also affecting content creators and creators for the game and other people as well. So I think overall, there needs to be a more general, broadened viewpoint when making decisions such as this, because decisions such as this don't only affect the players, they affect the creators, which a lot of us put a lot of effort into this, and it also affects the game health, the creator community, and so forth. So going forward and being the healthiest state of the game is very important to me. Me supporting the players, the people, and all of the different communities that I've been a part of and helped create is very important to me, and it's something that I take near and dear to my heart. That's why I make these videos, just to bring awareness and to hopefully make a change in the future, at least to bring something that can be agreed upon and, more importantly, incentivized in person as opposed to taken away for the remote raids, especially for the disabled players and all the players that do not have the ability to go out and raid every single day like some of the other people that can be, because obviously I'm a content creator and I can do that, and that's part of my job, but at the same time, some other people may not be able to do that, and I want to respect, honor, and allow those people to participate in Pokemon Go just as much as I do. So thank you guys as always to all of my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes the support, subscription, participation, 2x. So I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.